I mean, anyone that ever saw Nam Fan fight, know that the main thing he does is heart. If he fought a bull, he would probably stand in front of him and the bull would get tired. So in the training camp, I had a fresh guy every 5 minutes, and not just any guy. Frankie Edgar, Tom DeBlas, Chris McRae, bigger, heavier guys. So when I get in there and actually go with another 145-pounder, it almost feels like cheating.
This was one of your first fights that you actually didn't go to the finish, and the first one that you've been to the third round in. What was that experience like for you, working the stamina and really hanging in there throughout the fight to get through the third round?
Real overrated. It's not a good feeling, but it's not my choice. I just try to finish the fight, keep him going forward, and like I said, Nam's one of the toughest guys. Not only I've had the privilege of fighting, but that I've seen even. So. Thank God for Brian Blue back in Tomsville, New Jersey, making me cry every day at strength conditioning.
Is it time to get your black belt now? Is that?
I'm not really complaining. You can't really carry the belt in you in the cage. I just like jiu-jitsu because it prevents me from getting beaten up. So whatever color belt I am doesn't really matter to me.
You said you were training a lot with Frankie. What specifically did he sort of show you or demo or help you with leading up to this fight?
The biggest thing I learned from Frankie Edgar is nothing physical, no special technique, is just his heart. Every practice he trains to failure, and there's just no quitting him. So that attitude definitely rubbed off on me. It just makes me want to go in there and train harder. Not just in MMA, but in strength conditioning, everything. So I really want to thank him for that. And Chris McRae is one of the strongest people I've ever grappled with, So just training grappling with him, he's been working on my wrestling a lot. So when I got in there and clinched Nam, it was just effortless.
Is it a little bit surreal with your age and just being 10-0 here in the UFC and climbing the ranks?
Just going into the spa yesterday to cut weight, the lady wouldn't let me in because she said I didn't look like I was 18. I have the nickname the kid for a reason. I look real young. Even fighters backstage that don't know who I am, they look around and see if someone left their kid back there. So for my age and everything like that, I just enjoy the sport. I love jiu-jitsu, wrestling, boxing, all of that. So it's not really a job for me. I don't really categorize myself. So I just like to go in there and have fun.
Are there any opponents out there right now in the featherweight division that you're looking forward to fighting next?
I mean, whoever they put in front of me. I won 2 fights in the UFC. I'm not chomping at the bit to call anyone out. So whoever they give me, I'm going to train my ass off and get ready to fight them.
Obviously, you'd like to go for a finish, but can you hang your hat on the fact that you such a lopsided decision in there?
You know what? The weird part is when I fight, it's almost like I go in a zone where I don't recall anything in the last round, or I don't know how the fight went at all. So when I was in there, when I heard the judges score, that's the first time I really knew it was lopsided, because in my head it's just a constant fight. I'm always trying to go forward, and I don't even remember the fight. So I always live in the moment, and I couldn't even remember the first and second round.
Do you think you could have done anything differently to finish the fight, kind of looking back at it now?
Yeah, I wasted a lot of energy with the punches when I really should have been throwing elbows and setting my punches a little bit better.
You obviously dominated all fight.
What's up? Hey,
That's the way you represent punching, baby. Come on.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome.
Congratulations, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
You can do well in the future, man. Keep it up.
Thank you, Tito.
Keep working
Appreciate
like
it.
that. Awesome, man.
Thank you.
Hold on.
You obviously dominated the whole fight. You can't be disappointed with a win, but again, is there anything you feel like you could have done better, or can you be disappointed at all?
As a fighter, when I look at the tape, there's always going to be stuff I look back and try to improve. But I just want to be humble, to be thankful for the win. I like looking at the internet and seeing everyone count me out and really say how I'm going to get my butt kicked, stuff like that. In the hotel room, me and my buddy Chris, we're just looking at the comments, laughing. This kid's not going to win because he doesn't have any muscle, stuff like that. So, it really fuels me. And like I said, I just like to do it.